Jamming out on my new Firebird. It's a 2020 Epiphone Firebird. Not sure what kind of Firebird it is. I know Clapton had a Firebird 1. I believe it was a 64. And it had just one pickup, one master tone, one master volume. Same color though. Like a vintage sunburst. He had the dot inlays. Again, it was the one he had was a Firebird 1, which I believe was a 64. A lot of footage of Clapton using that. Well, a lot of pictures and some footage of him playing it, especially at the Royal Albert Hall with Cream on their farewell tour in 1968 in November. Got the reverse headstock. I believe he had the reverse headstock too, but he had the banjo tuners. This is more just the Grovers. And debuting my new Blind Faith shirt. So these are the outtakes. The name of that first jam was called Jam Number 1. Very long and good jam. Previously unreleased. It can be heard on the internet, but you can also buy it to have it in your collection. There's the alternative Blind Faith debut album cover. I tried to do this in like very few takes. Actually, I did this in like one take because I wanted to try to mimic the whole playing a live jam, without doing more takes, because I wanted to capture that live feeling. So if there were mistakes, I left them. And I just wanted to improvise on the spot and see where it would go, just like how they did it in the studio. So that was a pretty good jam. I ran through the song a little bit before I did this, but again, I wanted to do it in very few takes to capture that live feeling. There's the inside. Makes me wonder if that jam, or the album, or those jams were recorded in this room where these pictures were taken. Something leads me to think that it was, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that was Morgan Studios, Olympic Studios, or Clapton's house. those pictures. I forget. I'll look it up. I'll try to find out where it was, and I'll put it in one of these videos, the information. There's Olympic Studios there. Yep. I'm actually going to save the pictures that are in the booklet for another video, something a little shorter, because we're already going into 17 minutes here. There's the album cover that we all know. Obviously, they weren't allowed to have album covers with boobs on the cover, so they had to use a alternative cover. I like this one. This one's cool. I like the color. There's the picture on my shirt. Not sure what guitar Clapton used on that jam. I mean, there's various photos of him using different guitars from that session. But if you look in this picture, it looks like here there's a Fender. It almost looks like a Bandmaster. I could be wrong. So he was using some kind of Fender amps, and I think Marshalls still with Blind Faith. There's a Marshall in the background there. Right there. Let's see the speaker. But I have seen Clapton use ES335, the Firebird, obviously the famous Telly that we know with the Brownie, I believe it was the Brownie Strat neck and headstock on the Telly, which can be seen at Hyde Park in June 1969 when they did, I think it was a free concert. So I'd like to do that show maybe eventually, so stay tuned. Thanks again for watching the videos. There's the Firebird, the classic 60s reflector knobs. Again, I got two pickups on here, so bridge and neck, one tone, one volume for each pickup. Clapton had more of the single pickup, one tone, one volume, Firebird 1. By the way, the Firebirds, the even numbers are the Thunderbird basses, which is the same shape, but it's the bass version. They're the, for example, the Thunderbird 4 and the Thunderbird 2, and then they have the odd numbers are the 6-string electric guitars, which is the Firebird 1, Firebird, I think there's like a 3, a 5, and like a 7. Some of them are a deluxe with like a tremolo or 3 pickups. Firebird 1 is what Clapton had, again, with the 1 pickup. This is more like something Johnny Winter would have. But again, we're keeping this in the Clapton vibe. So, thanks again. Thanks for watching the videos.